Hello, parents. Some of you have been asking for activities, enrichment activities that your children, your students can do during this coronavirus COVID-19 social distancing time. Hope everyone is staying inside, staying apart, and keeping their sanity, washing your hands, keeping your hands off your face, all that good stuff. So anyways, I come with you with the first lesson idea I came up with. Honestly, it's a good social distancing activity that's perfect for this time of year, being March. March is known to be windy. I'll start off with lower levels, lower ages, and then work my way up for ways to make it more challenging and more fun and engaging, enriching for older students. So, and that is flying a kite. This is my daughter's kite. She just got it last month for her birthday. It's really nice. It actually comes with some string in this part right here, but the people that gave it to her also gave her a nice roll of string. So for, the younger grades, the elementary grades, an actual pre-built kite is great. They're like $2 and they don't sell out very much at Walmart. You can probably order one through Amazon, I'm sure, so that we don't have to go to a store and keep yourself safe. So that's for the lower grades. To make it more enriching and challenging and more of a lesson for the older grades in middle school, you can make it into a STEM activity, or I guess a STEAM activity, because you could decorate it. So obviously the most obvious part of the kite is the actual kite material. And we know my first go-to would be tissue paper. Like my wife has a stash somewhere, but she hid it. I couldn't find it quickly. And we all know that right now paper products are a premium. So that might not be the best choice. So another really common thing you find around your house, you don't have to go to the store, is a plastic bag. You can cut this up with pair of scissors, obviously, and turn it into the kite that your child desires. Obviously, it's the thing that they should be doing, that they should be building, that they should be learning from to make it better, fly higher, longer, not fall apart, etc. Another option, I found this while at my house, was this paper that comes with Amazon boxes. It's I don't know, thinner than printer paper, but thicker than tissue paper, and no one will want to wipe with this. So it's not like it's going to be a hot commodity. People will be fighting over it. So then obviously you're going to need string. If you do have kite string or craft string of some sort, great. Like this kind of string, great. But if you don't, well, you might have fishing line. I have fishing line around the house. Might have it for craft projects. I really need my tripod. I think it's at school right now. Anyways, so some fishing line is a great thing to use. Any other kind of string material, obviously. Then you need the structure, the framework. You could use chopsticks from when you get takeout from your local Chinese restaurant. You don't go there and eat. You are social distancing, so you get takeout, supporting your local business still. You use chopsticks. I don't have chopsticks here. We actually don't hoard them for some reason. But I did go in my backyard. I went like right there and I found some sticks. You could use these, cut these up, trim them down with, you could shave with a pair of scissors or a simple knife, obviously with adult supervision on that part. Or if you trust your kids to use a pocket knife, then that's a great thing for them to do too. But anyways, they could use this as the structure part of it and then build a kite and then go fly it. Obviously, my backyard, as you can see, is not really a good area to go fly it. Go to an open field. Great thing is about flying kites is that it is an activity, there we go, that you would naturally social distance yourself at least 6 feet, because you don't get your lines tangled up and get your kites crashing all over the place. So then to add on to it for the science lessons, for younger kids, it's just teaching about weather and wind. For older kids, it's talking about different types of winds. Westerlies, convection is what causes heat to rise. Trade winds, and the Coriolis effect of the spinning of the earth. There's lots of things that they could research. They could research different types of kites and build different ones and see which one is either the easiest to build or the best at flying. Another way to advance it, a pretty fun thing to do, is if it's strong enough. I even thought about looking. There are videos on YouTube of people putting like GoPro cameras on there. I doubt that I don't know. You can always shock me. A homemade kite might be strong enough, but also I don't know if this would work, but t-shirt material. I don't know. It's an old t-shirt, rag t-shirt, to build a kite out of. I don't know how well that would work, but hey, it's worth a shot. And you give your kid a bunch of stuff. You're seeing a bunch of stuff. Some things work, some things won't work, and that's part of the STEM process. Give them some colored pencils. I'm looking at some colored pencils on my kitchen table right there. They can decorate it, making an art, bring the art of it. Measurement, as far as measuring the frame of the sticks and things, and make sure that those are all correct. The geometry, wind speed. They would need to go use the weather app to find the forecast for the windiest time or the windiest day in your local area. Here right now, there's no wind. It'd be a horrible time to fly. I would honestly go to my school ground. They have a pretty open fields where I would go fly. And my parents' farm also would be a great place too. But anyways, so I think that's about all the extensions you could possibly think of. If you really want to take it super advanced, I was thinking about this one this morning, is somehow figure out a way to make it a form of wind energy, renewable wind energy. Right now, I'm currently, when we're back in school, teaching about the energy unit, and one form of energy is wind energy, a renewable energy resource, and see if there's a way of creating or generating energy from the wind of a kite, of moving a motor of some sort. Maybe it goes out, it spins the motor, and it comes back in, and it's like spring loaded, so it moves. I don't know, but that would be like super advanced STEM activity for building a kite. They could design and come up with a new invention or whatever. So I hope this helps. I hope this gets the kids out of your hair. I hope this helps to enrich them. Hope it teaches them some stuff about weather and wind, and it gets some of your hoarding stuff out of the house. And if you have any questions, just message me or comment below with questions or things you're looking for. Anyways, stay safe, stay inside, keep your hands clean, keep your hands out of your face. Bye.